Hello students, welcome to this online lecture of computer science. In previous two lectures, we have already started with the second chapter, that is instruction set and programming of 8085. So, we have seen the classification of the instructions of 8085. Total there are 5 types of instruction set, and we have already studied the two instruction groups in the previous lectures, that is data transfer group and the second it is the arithmetic operation group. In today's lecture we are going to start with the third group, that is logical operation group. So in this type we are going to see the different logical instructions of the 8085. This instruction performs logical operations on the data stored in registers, memory and status flags. The logical operations are AND, OR, XOR, rotate, compare, complement. These logical operations, that is AND, OR, XOR, we have already studied in the 11th standard, that these are the logic gates. So in this chapter we are going to see these logical instructions. Any 8-bit data or the contents of the register or memory location can logically have AND operation, OR operation, XOR operation. Logical operations on 8-bit quantities are defined as 8 operations on respective bits. This is a single byte instruction which carries out logical ANDing, ORing, XORing operations. So the result of these are stored in the accumulator. Let's see the first instruction, that is ANA. ANA stands for logical AND with accumulator. This is a single byte instruction which carries out logical ANDing of the contents of operand with the contents of accumulator, and the result it is stored in the accumulator itself. S, Z, P flags are modified to reflect the result. Carry flag is reset and AC flag in set. So CY, that is carry flag, it is reset in this AND instruction, and AC it is set. For example, ANA, that is logical AND with accumulator B, or ANA M. So we will see the example of this. In the above example you can see that there are two values, that is AAH, that is hexadecimal value, and 0FH. So after logically ANDing the answer of this both values, it is 0AH. So before execution the value of A it is AA and the content of B it is 0F. So after execution, that is ANAB, the value of A, that is the content of A, it is 0AH. You can see the second instruction, that is ANI. ANI stands for AND immediate with accumulator. It is a 8-bit data operand, so this is a 2-byte instruction. It uses immediate addressing mode. The second byte acts as an 8-bit immediate data. It is logically ANDed with the contents of accumulator. So the result it is stored in the accumulator S, Z, P. Flags are modified to reflect the result in the accumulator. So carry flag it is reset and AC flag it is set. You can see the example ANI 86H. You can see in this example that there are two values given in the hexadecimal. So before execution it is the first value it is B3 and the second value it is 3F. So after execution it gets into 33H. So before execution if the content of A it is B3, so after execution the content of A it is 33. That is the data it is 8-bit data. It acts as an 8-bit immediate data. The third instruction it is the ORA. ORA stands for logically OR with accumulator. This is a single byte instruction carries out logical ORing of the content of operand and the contents of accumulator. The result it is stored in accumulator itself. S, Z and P flags are modified according to the result and AC and CY flags are reset. If the operand is in the memory location, its address is specified by the content of HL pair. For example, ORAB or ORAM. You can see in this example that there are two values that is two contents. The content of A it is AAH and the content of B it is 12. So after logically ORing with accumulator, the final value it is BA. So before execution the content of A it is AA and the content of B it is 12. So after execution the content of A is BA and the content of B is 12. The next instruction it is the ORI. ORI stands for OR immediate with accumulator. This is also a 2-byte instruction. It uses immediate addressing mode. The second byte is immediate 8-bit data. The result it is stored in the accumulator itself. S, Z, P flags are modified to reflect the result. It is logically ORed with the 8-bit data. For example, ORI 86H. In this example, you can see that the value of A it is B3 and the second value it is the 08, that is 8-bit data. So after execution, the instruction ORI 08H. So the value of A is BB. The next instruction it is the XRI. XRA stands for exclusive OR with accumulator. So this is 1-byte instruction. It makes XORing the operand content with the accumulator. The result it is stored in the accumulator. S, Z, P flags are modified according to the result. CY and AC flags are reset. So it is XORed with the contents of the register or memory. For example, XRAB or XRAM. In this example, you can see that the value of A, it is AA, and the value of C, it is 2D. So after XORing the operand contents with the accumulator, the value will change into 87. So before execution, it is AA and 2D, and after execution, the value of A, it is 87, and the value of C, it is 2D. The next instruction, it is the XRI. XRI stands for XOR immediate with accumulator. So it is 8-bit data, and the content of the accumulator are XORed with the 8-bit data. The results are stored in the accumulator itself. S, Z and P flags are modified, and the results are placed in the accumulator. Carry flag and AC are reset. For example, XRI 86H. In this example, you can see that the value of A, it is B3. So XRI 39H. After execution, the value of A, it is 8AH. The next, it is the compare. Compare. Any 8-bit data or the contents of the register or memory location can be compared for equality greater than or less than with the content of the accumulator. The result is reflected in the status flag. So the first instruction of the compare, it is CMP. CMP stands for compare with accumulator. This is a single byte instruction. This instruction compares the content of the operand, that is register or memory, with the content of accumulator. Both contents are preserved, and the result of comparison is shown by setting the flags as preserved. So you can see the operand, that is R and M, and the content of the operand, that is register or memory, are compared with the content of the accumulator. You can see in this example that the content of A, it is 10, and the content of D, it is 20. So if CY is equal to 0, then 0 flag is 1 and carry, it is 1, that is A is greater than R, so CY is 0. If A is equal to R, then 0 flag is 1, and if A is less than R, then CY, that is carry flag, it is 1. So after execution, the instruction CMPD, so the carry, it is 1. You can see that in the carry, it is 0, 1. You can see the second example. So in this first example, 10 is less than 20, so carry is 1. In the second example, you can see the content of A is B8, and in memory location, that is 2050, it is B8. So after execution, the command CMPM. If A is greater than M, then carry is 0. If A is equal to M, then 0 flag is 1. If A is less than M, then carry is 1. So 0 flag, it is 1. The second instruction of the compare, it is CPI. CPI stands for compare immediate with accumulator. It is 8-bit data. So the 8-bit data is compared with the content of the accumulator, and the values being compared remain unchanged. The only difference being that in CPI instruction, the immediate data is compared with the accumulator. You can see in this example that the content of A, it is BA. So 0 flag is 1, carry flag is 1 and CY is 0. So CPI 30. BA is greater than 30. So carry is 0 and AC is 0. The next it is the rotate. Each bit in the accumulator can be shifted either to left or the right to the next position. So the first instruction of the rotate, it is RLC, rotate accumulator left. This is a single byte instruction. It is used to rotate each binary bit in accumulator to left by one position. Bit D7 is placed in the bit position D0 as well as in the carry flag. So no flags other than carry flag are affected. You can see in this example that it is used to rotate each binary bit in the accumulator. So before execution it is B0 to B7 and CY, that is carry flag, and after execution you can see that one bit it is rotated to the left side by one position. The next instruction, it is RRC. RRC stands for rotate accumulator right. This is also single byte rotate instruction. It is used to rotate each binary byte in accumulator to right by one position. So in previous instruction, that is RLC, we have seen that the binary bit in accumulator to left by one position are rotated. So in this instruction, each binary byte of accumulator is rotated to the right side by one position. So this is also a single byte rotate instruction. It is used to rotate each binary byte in accumulator to right by one position. So bit D0 is placed in bit position D7 as well as in carry flag. You can see in this example that one binary bit, it is rotated to the right side by one position. So before execution it is B7 to B0 and carry flag, and after execution it is B0 to B1, and one binary bit it is rotated by one position to the right side. The next instruction, it is the RAL, rotate accumulator left through carry. So this instruction is also one byte instruction. It rotates each binary bit of accumulator left by one bit position through carry flag. No other flags are modified. D7 is moved to carry and carry is moved to D0. So each binary bit of accumulator is rotated left by one position through the carry flag. You can see in this example that to the left side one binary bit it is rotated through the carry flag. The next instruction, it is the RAR, rotate accumulator right through carry. This is an instruction which rotates the accumulator contents to 1 bit position right the carry, that is D0 goes to the carry and carry goes to D0. No other flags are affected. So carry flag CY is modified according to bit D0. S, Z, P, AC are not affected. You can see in this example that only CY and B0 are replaced. B0 goes to carry and carry goes to B0, and no other flags are affected in this instruction. The next, it is the complement. The content of accumulator can be complemented. Each 0 is replaced by 1 and each 1 it is replaced by 0. So the first instruction, it is CMA. CMA stands for complement the accumulator. This is a single byte instruction. When executed, this instruction complements the accumulator contents and the results are stored itself in the accumulator and no other flags are affected. So you can see in this example that CMA A complement. So before execution, the content of A it is 0 0 and after execution the content it is A dash, that is A is FF. That means 1 it is replaced by 0 and 0 it is replaced by 1 in this complement instruction. The next instruction, it is the CMC, complement carry. So this also is a single byte instruction which executed in complements the carry flag. No other flags are affected. The carry flag it is complemented. You can see the example that CMC, C is equal to C dash. It is same as of complement the accumulator. So before execution carry it is 0 0 and after execution it is C dash, that is C is equal to FF content. The next instruction, it is the STC. STC stands for set carry. This is also 1 byte instruction. When executed, it sets the carry flag to 1. No other flags are affected. Example, you can see that STC CF is equal to 1. Set is 1 and C, that is clear, is 0. So in this way we have completed the third type, that is the logical instruction group. In next lecture we are going to study the other two types, that is branching operation and machine control operation instructions. Thank you.